Hey, what's up? This is Satyaki from Web Curious. I have created a playlist on HTML tutorial series where I will be uploading a set of videos discussing about HTML. Basically, it will be a free tutorial series on HTML. I will provide you the link in the description. Try to go through all the videos of this series to learn about all the things you need to know as a developer in HTML. Okay, let's get into the main thing of this video, which is Introduction to HTML. So what is HTML? HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It was created by Tim Berners-Lee in late 1991. It is known as the language of the web, and it is used to create web pages. And by creating web pages, I mean we define the structure of a web page, basically the skeleton of a web page, which you can compare it with the skeleton of a human body. Okay, let's first break down the language name and understand its meaning. So we can break down the name into hypertext and markup language. Hypertext basically means a text that refers to some other text. You can think of a blue underlined text which when clicked takes you to some other web page or just take you down to a certain section of the same web page. Basically a link. And markup language is just a kind of language which uses text in certain format called tags to mark different elements in a page. You should note that it is not a programming language. So if I want to write a paragraph, I can mark the paragraph text with a particular tag so that the browser knows it is a paragraph and will display the text accordingly. Similarly, headings, tables, images, etc. will be shown. So as a whole, we can tell that HTML is a language used to create pages with different elements like headings, paragraphs, images, and most importantly links. So if I show you a simple HTML file, it looks like this. And its output looks like this on a web page. You can see that there are different elements like heading, which is the largest text in bold, a paragraph with smaller font size, a part of the text in italics, images, etc. You can just compare the different elements you can see on the page with HTML code on the left. Every element is marked, more precisely enclosed, with some text in angular brackets. For the heading, it is H1, for paragraph it is P, for the italicized text it is I, and for the image it is IMG. This is how we mark up different elements and describe the structure of a web page. I have used only few different elements to make you little clear about how a HTML file is written. There are a wide number of elements in HTML, some of which we will explore in the tutorial series. It is not necessary to know about every element available in HTML to become a developer, but it is always a good practice to navigate more. The more you know, the more you will be good at developing. So these are all the basic looking elements we define or create using HTML. And on top of HTML, we use some styling languages like CSS to make it look more beautiful, and JavaScript to add functionality to the elements. Let me draw an analogy to a car for better understanding. So when a car is made, first its structure is made using metals and some other materials, like the steering wheels or the brakes or the car body. This is the HTML of a web page, where we just create the structure of the web page with headings, paragraphs, inputs, buttons, etc. Then, colors and different designs are put on the car to make it look more beautiful. It is basically the CSS part of the same web page that makes the web page look more beautiful. That is used to put colors, define sizes, define positions, etc. And then some engines and other functionalities like putting brakes or accelerating the car or turning headlights on or off, etc. are provided to the car to make it usable. It is the JavaScript part of the web page, like changing the color of a text when mouse pointer is hovered or clicked on it. So this is all about HTML in brief. In the next video, I will discuss about how you should set up your computer to start writing codes. Before going to the next video, you can do me a favor by liking this video and by subscribing this channel if you haven't yet. Meet you in the next video.